Let us discuss now soaps and detergents which you use in daily life. Soaps are sodium or potassium salts of long chain carboxylic acids. To understand about the soap, let us perform certain activities. The first one is, take two test tubes and in the test tubes take equal volume of water and add equal volume of oil to both the test tubes. What do you observe? That oil forms a separate layer because oil does not dissolve in water. Now, to one of the test tubes add a few drops of soap solution and now shake both the test tubes equal number of times. Now, observe, is there any change? In the first test tube you will find that oil is still at the top forming a separate layer, whereas in the second test tube a milky emulsion has formed. You cannot see oil layer separate from water. It means soap has dissolved oil. It has the unique property of dissolving oil. Now, let us discuss now the cleansing action of soap. You know, soap solution is used to clean the dirty clothes, but how does soap clean the dirty clothes? Let us first study about the soap molecule. Soap molecule, as I told you, it is sodium or potassium salt of long chain carboxylic acid. The soap molecule has two parts, a long hydrocarbon part and a small ionic part. The long hydrocarbon part is hydrophobic, water repelling part, and the ionic part is hydrophilic, water attracting part. Now, when soap is dissolved in water, it forms micelles. It forms a cluster of soap molecules in the form of a ball, in the form of a sphere. An aggregate of soap molecule forms in which the hydrocarbon part directed towards the center and the ionic part directed towards outside. So, this is the formation of a micelle. The ionic parts of the micelle repel each other. So, it remains like a colloid in the emulsion form. Now, when dirty cloth is immersed in the soap solution and it is agitated in soap solution, the oily dirt or grease present on the cloth is trapped between the hydrocarbon part. This is the oily dirt or grease, any grease present on the cloth is trapped in the center of the micelle, because oil or grease will not dissolve in water, it will dissolve in the hydrocarbon part, whereas these are ionic parts because they are water attracting. So, they will be, ionic part will be dissolved in water. Now, these micelles, as I told you, do not precipitate because the ionic ants repel each other, all negative charges outside. So, all the micelles will repel each other and will not precipitate, and when the dirty cloth is cleansed and rinsed in clean water, the oily dirt is washed away. So, this is how soap cleans the dirty clothes. Also, you must have seen sometimes that soap does not form enough leather with the tap water. The reason, you must be reasoning why this happens. For this, let us first of all perform an activity. Take rainwater or distilled water in one test tube and hard water or tap water in another test tube. Now take equal volumes in both the test tubes and add to them equal drops, equal number of drops, say 5 drops of soap solutions in both the test tubes, and shake them equal number of times and see the observation. You will see that the lather formed in the test tube which contains distilled water will be more than the lather formed in the test tube containing hard water. What does it show? That hard water does not form lather with soap, or soap does not form lather with hard water, and soap forms lather with the soft water, the rain water or distilled water. Hard water contains calcium and magnesium salts which combine with the soap and forms insoluble salts, due to which lather is not produced. Now another activity can be performed to see the difference between soap and detergents. Now generally for washing the clothes or for shampooing the hair, hair shampoos are made up of detergents. Soaps are not much in use nowadays because soap does not form lather with hard water. Detergents are also a type of soap. These are synthetic soaps, and detergents are ammonium or sulfonates of long chain carboxylic acids. Now how detergents are better than soaps? For this let us perform an activity. Take say 10 ml of hard water in both the test tubes, and to one test tube add 5 drops of soap solution, and to the other test tube add 5 drops of detergent, and shake both the test tubes equal number of times and see what happens. You will find that in the test tube in which detergent has been added, so huge amount of lather is formed, whereas in the test tube in which soap solution has been added, the lather formed is less. The test tube in which it is full of lather, where detergent has been added. So detergents are better cleansing agents because detergents form lather even with hard water, whereas soap does not form lather with hard water. So in comparison, detergents are now widely used